Rock to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I can continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, family, fams, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. You got a good one today, y'all. We got a good one today, y'all. We talking about the big game tomorrow. The big game tomorrow at 1 o'clock, 1300 tomorrow, and at the Colonial Life Arena on ESPN. Big game tomorrow versus the Mississippi State Bulldogs. South Carolina women's basketball takes on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Colonial Life Arena. It is going down tomorrow as we continue SEC play. And we continue this drive to go undefeated in SEC play and to beat another worthy opponent. This will be the 7th game out of 14 games. This will be the 7th game out of 14 games of playing a top 50 opponent. That says a lot. That South Carolina has played half the teams that we have played have been top 50 or better. South Carolina is prepping for SEC tournament play. Is prepping for March Madness. We are getting ready. We are tuning up. And the next tune-up is against a quality opponent in Mississippi State. We are vibing out today. We are vibing out in a rainy Saturday afternoon. We vibing out. I'm drinking some ginger ale, chilling. Gonna be just watching some basketball, watching some football, just enjoying the Saturday. And I hope you are doing the same. But we taking on a tough team, y'all. We are taking on a tough team. Mississippi State is currently ranked 35th in the net rankings. 35th in net rankings. 35th. So this is not a team that we can overlook. This is not a team that we can I can't make it seem like the Mississippi State is just a stepping stone as we move on in SEC play and you know with LSU on the horizon in 19 days. These are games that you have to focus on and be on, like we were against Florida. We have to be on. We have to be focused and locked in. Otherwise, Mississippi State will come in and shock the world against South Carolina, which would make them unbelievably happy. Unbelievably happy to stop, South Carolina's #1 ranking, but to also stop South Carolina's win streak at Colonial Life Arena. That should not be understated as well. We have not lost the basketball game Colonial Life Arena in forever. It's been a long time since we lost the basketball game. But Mississippi State is bringing in a strength of schedule of 153rd. 153rd strength of schedule, which is middle of the pack. And they played one team in the top 50. And they lost that basketball game. They lost it against, Miami by 6 points. Now, that game against Miami, their best player, in my opinion, Jessica Carter, did not play. She did not play. So my guess for sure would be that they would have defeated Miami and went 1-0 in top 50 teams. What I'm saying is Mississippi State has not played the type of opponents that South Carolina has played. And we'll dive deep with that aspect when we start looking at the stats for their basketball team. Their strength of schedule, 153rd. South Carolina's 14th. They play one team in the top 50. Carolina has played 6. Okay, just take that in consideration. Because stats matter, ratings matter, but you have to take the context of those stats and those ratings and deal with the schedule that the opponent has played. Okay, sometimes because of the strength of schedule isn't good, the stats are inflated more than what than the team that we actually are playing. You know, you look at the stats of Mississippi State, and they look very, very good. They look very good, and I'm not discrediting their team whatsoever. Their stats look amazing. They have a couple of excellent players, but take into context of the opponents that they played. You know, now both teams are in SEC play. Both teams are in SEC play. So we will see how everything balances out. Everything balances out. So you're not playing multiple teams that are ranked 250th, 300, 199th. You playing top quality teams. Now, SEC is a little down than in previous years, but I think that's going to start changing over the course of time. You know, I think that especially with Tennessee having their best player back and who is balling, Rakia Jackson is back. You know, and I think Ole Miss, it gets a big game. Ole Miss and LSU at Ole Miss tomorrow. That's a big game. You know, I think things will kind of pan out, even out in terms of SEC teams going into the tournament and SEC teams being ranked. I think it will end up balancing that out, because right now the Pac-12 is better than everybody in regards to the best women's basketball team conference in the country. But, you know, Mississippi State's offensive rating is 21st. Like I said before, they are good. 21st rating, 21st offensively. South Carolina 7th. Okay. Pace of play. They play a slower pace type of basketball than we play. They're 179th in the country in terms of pace of play, which actually is very similar to how we played the previous 2 years. We played a slow down pace of play. Okay. This year we're 25th in terms of pace. We play up tempo. We run. We're in transition a lot. We're very exciting to watch. Mississippi State will slow the game down. They will slow the game down. In terms of field goal percentage, Mississippi State is 37th in the country in field goal percentage offensively. Carolina's ranked second. So their 2-point percentage is good, 63rd in the country, and we're 15th. 3-point percentage is very good, 27th in the country. Carolina's second, third now. So just from a 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage, overall offense efficiency, Mississippi State is elite. If you're ranking top 27, top 37th in multiple categories offensively out of 360 teams, you're talking about the top 10%, top 10% across the land. So they have been very efficient, very good on the offensive side of the ball against opponents in their 153rd ranked schedule. Okay. Now, like I said before, their offensive rating is 21st. They're playing against a team in South Carolina that is first in defensive rating. So something going to happen when their offensive and when their team is 21st in the country playing the number one team in terms of stopping you. What's going to happen? Because not only is this a step up in terms of talent for Mississippi State, this will be the first time that they have really found resistance when trying to score the basketball. Okay, so that is something to watch early on. That first quarter will be something to watch, how efficient Mississippi State is against the top-ranked defense in the country. Their field goal percentage is 37. Very good. Top 10% in the country. Playing against a team that is first overall in field goal percentage. Defense. South Carolina. Something got to give, y'all. Something has to give. 2-point percentage is 63rd. We're 34th in stopping. No. I'm wrong. We are first. We are first in field goal percentage. First in field goal percentage. Okay. So they are 63rd is solid. I guess 63rd is solid in that regard. Playing again in number one in stopping the 2-point baskets. stopping 2-point baskets. And with their able to shoot the three at a clip of 27%, 27th in the country, and playing against a team that stops the three at 28th in the country, that should, kind of even out, kind of balance out. They're good. We're good. Nobody really has an advantage in regards to the 3-point basket and for them shooting the ball and we defending the three. So that's kind of decent right there. They're 27th in assists, 27th in assists, and 22nd in assist to turnover rate, which means they don't turn the ball over a lot. They're only 21st in the country in regards to turning over the ball. So they take care of the ball. They take care of the ball. They get solid assists. They have a really good assist to turnover rate. South Carolina right now is 57th in terms of steals. 57th in terms of steals. And it's just the way that Mississippi State plays, where they take care of the ball. They slow the game down. They play, pretty solid defense. They're 41st in defensive rating. They're 41st in defensive rating. They're 40th in defensive field goal percentage allowed. They are solid. 34th in 2-point percentage. 34th, 157th in 3-point percentage. That's something to watch. With them defending the three, they've had some problems. 157th, and going against a team that is 3rd in 3-point shooting will be something to watch, because if you don't defend the three well against South Carolina, you're going to be in a problem situation. You're going to be in a lights out situation. You're going to be in a Bree Hall situation. Those are the facts. And the likelihood for Mississippi State to wake up on Sunday morning and like, yo, we're going to be one of the top teams in the country and defending the three when you haven't defended the three well or defended it average, ain't much going to happen with that. They are who they are in that regard. So I expect us to be, again, very proficient from the 3-point line and be solid and probably shoot a clip at 40% or more at a 3-point line. That's what I foresee. Mississippi State is, solid in block shots. They're 11th in the country. And the stats tell me that this game going to be closer than what the prediction models say. That's what the stats tell me. But I just have to see it, because they haven't done it. They haven't done it against a quality opponent yet. And not only you playing a quality opponent in South Carolina, you playing the quality opponent in the country. They have to prove that they are as good as their ratings say they are. They have to show me. They have to show that they are the 21st best team in terms of offense. They have to show me they're the best team, 41st best team in terms of defense. These things matter to me, because against lesser opponents, they've been straight up dominant. But they've lost a few games too. So what type of opponent is Mississippi State? Well, when you're talking about Mississippi State, you got to start. In my opinion, you have to start with Jessica Carter. You have to start with Jessica Carter. 6'5", averaging a double-double, playing about 29 minutes a game, 2 block shots. 52% from the field, about 67% from the free throw line. She is very similar to some degree of our own Kamilla Cardoso. The stats are very similar. Both are averaging a double-double. She plays a couple more minutes than Cardoso. Cardoso has one more block shot. She's more efficient at the in terms of field goal percentage when I'm talking about Cardoso. But I really think this is going to be a situation where both of those two players cancel each other out. They're going to cancel each other out. I think they're going to get similar stats. I think Cardoso's going to get some. I think Carter going to get some. But I think that won't be the matchup of Jessica Carter and Kamilla Cardoso is not going to determine this basketball game. They're not going to determine this basketball game. Not at all. Not at all. Unless one of those players gets in early foul trouble. We are a deeper team. We are a deeper team, one of the deepest, if not the deepest team in the country. And if Carter gets in foul trouble, that's a wrap for them. That's a wrap for them. That's a wrap for them. If Cardoso gets in foul trouble, it's just the next 5-star player up, you know? So I think that the biggest determining factor for this basketball game in terms of Mississippi State is Jaquila Jordan, JJ. Okay, she's number 2, 5'9" guard senior. That Mississippi State starts several players who are seniors. Experience matters. Experience matters. She's averaging about 31 minutes a game, 17.6 rebounds, 3 assists per basketball game, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, shooting at 47% and 33% from the 3 and 78% from the free throw line. She's a really good player. She's a really good player, and she's going to play the bulk of the minutes at the guard position. She's going to play the bulk of the minutes at the guard position. Slowing her down will be a key in our dominance over Mississippi State. We have to slow her down. We have to make her work on defense, okay? Because she's going to play a lot of minutes. A little point guard they got, Lauren Park Lane, 5'3", another senior, average about 31 minutes a game. 31 minutes a game, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 43% from the field, 42% from the 3, 67% from free throw line. Her stats are very similar to our own Raven Hollywood Johnson. Very, very similar. Very similar. She's much smaller. Raven 5'9". Park Lane is 5'3". She's very quick. Very quick. But she is very efficient. She is very efficient. Good basketball player. Good basketball player. Jessica Carter, Lauren Park Lane, JJ. They have some good players. They have some good players. MiLaysia Fulwiley, number 21, 6'1" guard. She's a sophomore. 29 minutes, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 47% from the field, 42% from the 3, 83% from the free throw line. Their top 4 are really good. Their top 4 plays a lot of minutes, 31 minutes, 29 minutes, 29 minutes, 31 minutes. They play a lot of minutes. One of those 4 will be in foul trouble. One of those 4 will be in foul trouble. What happens when they go to the bench? This is always the case with South Carolina. When one of your players are in foul trouble, y'all go to the bench, or not even that. When you go to the bench, so what happens when Jessica Carter goes out the game? What happens when JJ goes out the game? What happens when Lauren Park Lane, who averaging 31 minutes a basketball game, goes out the game for a breather? Because we're going to run. We are going to run. And Mississippi State is not going to make the same mistake that Florida did by trying to run with us. But we are going to run. There will be situations where we are playing our type of basketball. And it'll be up to them to slow us down. But what happens if their key players get into foul trouble and have to go to the bench and bring someone who's not used to playing 15, 18, 20 minutes a game? And then they got to defend Ashlyn Watkins, who I say right now is the defensive player of the year in the SEC. You got to defend her. Got to keep her off the boards. At 6'3", can out-jump everybody. Who got to defend MiLaysia Fulwiley. Got to defend Tessa Johnson. So when y'all go on the bench and check for it, I'll say probably midway through the first quarter. Midway through the first quarter, when we start subbing. And we know the rotation now. We know the rotation. Chloe comes out. Bree comes out. Fulwiley comes in. Watkins comes in. Check the score when that happens, and check the score at the end of the first quarter. And Mississippi State is still in the basketball game at the end of the first quarter. Then they survive the first quarter blitz by South Carolina. They survived the first quarter blitz by Carolina. If Carolina is up by 10 to 12 points in the first quarter, we are playing our brand of basketball, and we will blow out Mississippi State. If the game is close, if the game is 2 to 3 points after the first quarter, we are in for a basketball game on Sunday afternoon. My prediction is Carolina is going to win handily. And I say that we're going to win handily because I don't think Mississippi State is as good as the stats say. I don't believe they are as good as the stats say. I believe Jessica Carter is very good. I believe that Jordan is very good. I believe the little point guard is nice. But I just don't believe that with the 153rd strength of schedule and already losing a few basketball games are going to measure up against the juggernaut that is South Carolina, especially at home. I think there are going to be moments. They might win a quarter. Florida won a quarter. They might win a quarter on tomorrow. They will. I say this right here. Mississippi State will win a quarter of the 4 quarters that South Carolina plays tomorrow. They will win one. They will win one. But nobody is beating South Carolina, in my humble opinion, 4 quarters of any basketball game this year. I don't see that. I don't see that. And I think at the end of the day, when the game ends around 3 o'clock, and I'm going back into the press room to ask some questions, I hope this time, we're gonna have a victory of about 20 to 25 points. And I know some people are gonna say, Captain Will, what you smoking? What you saying? What you saying? What you got? Are you drinking more than some ginger ale? Are you drinking some more than ginger ale? Nah, I'm drinking some ginger ale, but I'm telling you like how I think this is going to happen. I think we will win between 20 to 25 points against a very solid Mississippi State team. I think we will overwhelm them bit by bit, quarter by quarter. And when the game is over, you look at the score and say, dang, we did win by 23 points. We did win by 25 points. We did. And it's not a matter of just straight up blowing teams out every single game. It's just winning quarters. That's it. I think we'll win probably average about winning each quarter by 5 points, 6 points, something like that. But it will stack. Those quarters will stack up, and at the end of the day, at the end of the game, the game will be blown out between 20 and 25 points, and you will see Te-Hina Paopao playing dominant. I think she's going to have a great game again tomorrow. I think that Raven's going to have another solid game. I think the best player tomorrow, and I'm doing my prediction on that spot too. I think Te-Hina going to be co-player of the game, and I think that Ashlyn Watkins is going to be co-player of the game tomorrow off the bench. I think she's going to play probably 20 to 25 minutes tomorrow and play very well. I think Ashlyn Watkins is going to get a double-double tomorrow. I think she's going to get a double-double tomorrow. So I'm looking for Ashlyn Watkins, and I'm looking for Te-Hina Paopao to play sensational tomorrow. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. You're now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.
Oh, J-Rock did this beat.